What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Ghetto Sports, Sports Talk with Street Flavor. We here with 8121
Yeah.
Talk, and we're going to pop
Hey, yo,
off the
hey, yo.
NFL for you right
Yes, sir.
now. So let's go. Let's go with it. Big Allen Man is in
Yes,
the
sir.
place. So we're gonna first talk about the NFL playoffs right
NFL
now.
playoffs.
Okay?
Wait, let me say this. Let me
That's
say
right.
this. I'm a Giants fan, right? And I know you are
Yes.
too. So I'm gonna try not to be biased.
Yes, we're not gonna
All
be
right. All right.
biased. We're happy that we ended on a good
Yeah.
note.
Yeah.
We stomped out the Eagles. And that was the first time, well, been about 3 or 4
Yes, sir.
years that we stomped out
Yes,
the
sir.
Eagles.
Yes, sir. First time.
So we ended on a good
Yeah.
note.
I wanted the Cowboys. I wanted to get the Cowboys, but we fell short. But it's all good.
Yeah, we fell short. We
It's
fell
all good.
short. And like I said, with better quarterback play next year, we'll get the Cowboys
Yes,
too.
sir. Yes, sir. We'll do that. Hey, before we go any further,
Yeah.
I have to say something to you, man. When I first moved to New York, you know, you were one of the first people I met, and you
Yes.
also got me a job at Bun Home. You remember Bun Home, man?
Yeah, I remember Barn
And
Home.
working in
Yeah.
the mailroom there. I appreciate it, bro. You was always a good
No
guy.
problem,
Yeah,
man.
no, for
Anytime.
sure.
That's what we do. That's what we're here for, to keep the lift each other up,
Yes, sir.
family.
Yes, sir. I don't know how I left that job. I don't know. I went to college in Buffalo, but I don't know if I did it properly. So if I did it improperly, my bad.
Okay,
All
no
right.
problem.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
problem. So let's see what we got
Okay.
going on. Okay, our first game of the weekend, you got the Texans versus the
Texas
Browns.
versus the Browns. So let me say this. I slept on the Browns the entire season. I didn't realize. Now I understand Garrett is over there. You know,
Yeah.
super player, defensive player. But I stopped
Yes.
following him because Deshaun got hurt. And then
Yes.
the Flacco noise, I didn't want to hear that. You know. And
Yeah.
so I didn't realize that they were 11-5, bro. I didn't realize.
Yeah. 11 and
Yeah.
5. They kept on winning because they have like the best, basically the number one defense in the
Yes, sir.
league between them and the
Yeah.
Ravens, the number one defense in the
Yeah.
league. And if they get a decent quarterback play, 'cause they got playmakers, they got a running back, they have a tight end, they have Cooper on the outside. So if they have a running decent quarterback play to get it to their playmakers, they can do a lot of make a lot of noise. But some of their people on defense are a little hurt right now. Ward is coming in
Okay.
hurt right
Okay.
now on the
Okay.
outside. And the Texans, that rookie ain't no joke.
Okay.
Stroud ain't no joke. A lot of people slept on him. He was number 2 pick. He led his team to the
Right.
playoffs as a rookie, and he had a rookie head
Let me ask you
coach.
this. Did you even consider him at any point for MVP?
I think when he started the season and he had no interceptions for like the first 5 to 6
Right, right,
games, and they were still
right,
winning. I
right,
was like, they might have something
right.
here.
But he's a rookie. So it's
Yes.
rare that you have a rookie that wins MVP. I don't remember one, do you?
No, I don't
Right.
remember one
So
either.
definitely NFL rookie of the year, right?
Yeah, NFL offensive rookie of the
Offensive,
year.
yes.
Yes, hands down, he's an offensive rookie of the year, and his coach should be considered for coach of the year, bringing a rookie to rookie team to the playoffs. Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, and last year they was what three
Uh, three
three
or
and
something.
3 and 14 or something
But
like
the
that.
irony about that is Houston and Cleveland, right? We know
Yes,
Deshaun Watson came from Houston. This would have been
Houston. Yeah,
great. I don't know if Deshaun is going to play. He's out. He's out for good, right?
yeah, he's out. He's
This
he's
would have been
out.
great, man. This would have been great, but
Yeah. It would have been great. Yeah, you got Houston in the playoffs. You get the Browns in the playoffs, and their common denominator is the Deshaun Watson, and he's not even there.
right. So who you got?
Yeah.
Cleveland, Houston,
Uh, and then Texas.
Texas.
I'm going to take Texas. The Texans are on an upset.
Texas or the upset. Well, I got Cleveland. I got Cleveland. I
Okay.
think the defense is going to be a bit much for Stroud.
The
Yeah, I
rookie.
think it's gonna be. They're gonna show
Okay.
him some things out there. They gonna show him some things, mix it up a little bit, scheming, whatever.
That's right.
I'm taking Cleveland. Who's next, bro?
Yes. Yes, because Garrett can get to him. It's gonna be a
It's gonna be
hard
a
day.
long day.
Next is gonna be Tua against Mahomes. The Chiefs against
Woo.
Miami
Ah,
and Kansas City, and they said the temperature gonna be -30.
okay, let me speak to that because I'm in Colorado Springs. If we didn't say that, it's like that here now. So
Okay.
it'll be like that. When the game is played, we close. We're
Yes.
about 8-10 hours away from Kansas City.
Okay. And it's at night too.
Woo,
It's a
woo,
night game.
woo.
8 o'clock.
Now here's the thing. When I do 81-21 talk, I go off eye test and what I'm feeling.
Yes.
Might not be the best all
Yeah.
the time, but let's go back. I am afraid of Patrick Mahomes.
Me
I'm
too.
afraid of
He might be the sleeper. He might be the sleeper
I'm
this
afraid
year.
of Travis Kelce. And the reason because they can coast, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, there they go.
Cut it on.
So I want Miami to win, but I'm afraid of Kansas City. I know that's a punk pick, but I'm afraid. You're playing in Kansas City, you're playing in that crazy weather. Who you got?
I got Kansas City. I like Patrick Mahomes. Like you said, I like Kelsey. I like their running back. Yeah, and their defense has been a top 5 defense all year.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Kansas City,
Kansas City.
On this. And Tua is, I believe, it's like 1-4 temperatures under 35 degrees.
Okay, can we go back to last week? Miami lost to Buffalo.
Yes.
I didn't like the way Tua looked in that game, bro. I didn't like it.
I didn't like
that
yeah.
last.
I didn't like the way he
that
looked
last
either.
interception he threw. I was like, yo, what who was he throwing to? You know what I mean?
And remember, Tyreek was out. They didn't have Waddle, so both of his guys was out.
No, Tyreek played.
So he was
Tyreek
throwing.
played.
Yeah, but he wasn't down the stretch. He wasn't there down the stretch.
Yeah.
So he wasn't there down the stretch. And like I said, Waddle didn't play. So he was throwing to his backup receivers. So they wasn't getting to the spots that you want them to get to right away.
Right.
So I said, if this game was in Miami, I would pick Miami. Right. But since this game's in Kansas City, I'm going with Kansas City all the way.
I'm with you, Kansas City.
Okay.
Who we got next, bro? Lead the way. I'm following.
Okay,
I'm ready.
Okay. Next we got it's a big one in your household. Dallas against Green Bay.
Let's see. Dallas and Green Bay. I think Love has shown a lot. I think he's taken over the team. Promising future. But I think that Dallas might be a bit too much for him. Playing in Dallas.
Now I said, yeah, playing in Dallas, and Dallas averages about 32 to 37 points at home. But I'm thinking right now, if Green Bay can get off to a decent start and hang with Dallas in the beginning, I think they can give a Dallas a run for their money if their secondary can hang with Lamb and the boys.
It's a tall task. Because you got Lamb, you got Cook, you have what's the other guy's name? Gallup.
Gallup.
It's one more. I can't call him right now.
But their running game is not up to par right now. Their running game been stuffed all this time.
Dallas. Dallas's running game, right?
Yes.
So I got my theory on that too, right? I got this saying on my show, 81-21 Talk, by the way. It's called, It's hard out here in these streets. So without Zeke, it's been a little different. Yes. Without someone to crash.
That's right. It's been a little different. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, Tony had to take the load all by himself, and it wasn't that change of pace. When you had Zeke last year, you had to change your pace. Then Tony will come in because Zeke will batter you. Then Tony will come in, zoom down the sideline. You don't get that right now. Everyone's gearing up for Tony. They punching him right in the mouth.
Now you have Dowdle coming in off the bench. You have a fullback. What's his name? Lipich, something like that.
Yeah.
The last time he touched the ball, he fumbled on the 1-yard line. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
okay,
that's right.
And
I remember
then
that.
you got Deuce Vaughn, which he rarely
Yes.
gets in the game. But still, for that
Yeah.
game, I'm taking Dallas at home.
I
Big.
know. Yeah, I know you. I know you have to take Dallas, but I am going to take Green
Oh,
Bay.
let me.
I'm gonna take Green Bay. I'm taking Green Bay for the points. Dallas might win the game.
Okay.
I'm taking Green Bay for the
Well, give me.
points. Now I don't think Dallas will
Well, give me your
cover.
points. What are you saying?
I think they got Dallas by seven and a
Okay.
half. I think it's gonna be a closer game than that. You know, if Dallas win, they might win by 3 or 4. Okay, so if you take Green Bay with the points, you will still get a victory and all that. But Dallas is not gonna look that great coming out the
Okay.
gate.
Now, is this because you don't like Dallas that you're saying this? Let's keep it a buck.
No, I see. As a Giant fan, I do like a Dak. I do like
Okay.
Dak. You know, I like Dakota. I like Dakota, Rain Dakota, and everything. I like Dak and everything. I think he's doing a great
Okay.
job. You know, but I think he's scared to run. If he uses his legs, he's a dangerous guy. I think he's really scared to run since he broke his
I
ankle
think
that
that's.
time. He don't run as much. Yeah, he don't run as much as
I
he
think
used
that's
to.
exactly what happened since he broke his ankle. He hasn't been,
Yeah,
but whenever he get out of the pocket, he's not afraid of contact, and
yeah, he's not
usually it's
afraid to
positive.
contact.
So yeah, I'm taking Dallas. You got Green Bay, but you
Yeah,
have Green Bay for the points. But
yes,
you're saying Dallas is going to win. All right, who's
yes.
next?
All right, we got the Bills and the Steelers
Now
and
I've listened
Buffalo.
to your shows, and you're a very thorough guy. And I'm gonna be honest with you right here. I don't know if you've ever come up with two teams and you go, I really don't care. So
Yeah, the Buffalo. Yeah, I really don't
right,
care. Yes.
but I would take Buffalo because I used to live in Buffalo. That's the only
Yeah.
reason. That's all I got, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now with Buffalo, they said they gonna have snow on the ground.
Mm,
It's gonna snow in
mm,
Buffalo. We got a storm coming up. It's gonna start in New York. They say it's starting
okay.
tomorrow or something like that. It's gonna rain, and upstate it's gonna snow, and I believe it's gonna snow in Buffalo. If the Steelers' running game is on par, and if they can control Diggs, the Steelers have a shot. But their number one defensive player is out, which is T.J. Watt. And
TJ's out. Mm,
yeah. Remember the last game of the season he got a sprained
okay.
MCL.
Okay.
Usually that's a 2 week
All right. All
recovery,
right.
and this is just been a week. This just been a
Okay.
week. So if they could get Harris going, I go with
Ooh.
Pittsburgh because
Ooh.
that Allen will give you the ball at least
I
once,
mean,
maybe
this last game
twice,
he gave it up 2 interceptions and 1 fumble.
3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So he's gonna give the ball up.
Yeah. So
You'll give the ball up, and now Pittsburgh defense is coming around. So I think you can get to the Bills. I said that this one will be another close game. I know you're going with Buffalo. I'm going with the Steelers for upset.
okay. Yeah, I'm going with Buffalo. Josh Allen. A few maybe a month ago, Cam Newton talked about the difference in quarterbacks, game
Yes.
managers and game changers, or I like to say dynamic quarterbacks. Okay, so Josh
Yes.
is definitely a difference maker, and
He is. He is.
and you just how do you practice for 6'5", 235 pounds? That's sporadic. He might run, he might
Yes.
pass. So he's another guy, like we said with Mahomes. Uh, it's hard for me to go against him.
But see, I know, but see, Pittsburgh is used to playing somebody similar to that, not the
Uh huh.
size, but the coming out the running out of the pocket when they play the Ravens. So they used to somebody coming out the pocket. So they used to a defending a scrambling
Okay.
quarterback. That's why I say if Pittsburgh running game is on, they can hang with Buffalo. If their running game is not there, and it's like I said, it's going to be inclement
Uh-huh.
weather. Let's see if Buffalo's running game will travel.
Najee Harris, right? Yeah,
Yep.
Alabama boy. Okay, all right, all
Yep.
right. So Buffalo, Pittsburgh. All right,
Yes.
who's next?
Yes. Okay. Next, we did Dallas and Kansas City. Oh yeah, this is a good one. The Rams against the
Okay,
Lions.
let me jump in right here. This is a problem I have.
Okay.
If anybody's ever listened to 8121 talk, there's one
Yeah.
wide receiver that I just don't like him. Not personally as a man, but Cooper Cup is freaking scary to me. I always ask this question:
Yeah.
how does he always get open, bro? Like, okay,
Yes.
and now they got two of them.
Yeah, two of them. You know what? Yeah, I think what it is. Everybody underestimates him. All right, because guess what? He doesn't look like the typical wide receiver. They don't think he's as fast as he is. So they sleep on him, and they think they can guard him. But by the time he do a move, he's past them, and the ball is right there.
And I go crazy in my chair. I'm like, what? Nobody's checking him. And this newer guy, what's his name? Puka.
Yeah, Puka, Puka,
whatever,
something like that. Now,
yeah, go ahead.
We messed his, we butchered his name, but he is just similar to Cooper. And I think I said this a couple of years ago. The reason the Rams lost the Super Bowl the first time because Cooper didn't play. If Cooper played that first Super Bowl against New England, and if Cooper was there, they would have beat New England. He is somewhat, like I said, that quarterback safety blanket. Because people underestimate him. And because he wasn't there that first Super Bowl, they lost. He was there the second Super Bowl, he was MVP.
Right. Okay. So with that being said, we never discount Aaron Donald. We're not discounting him.
No.
So they have, what's the quarterback? Stafford?
Stafford is coming back home, and Goff is playing his old team.
What just happened to my screen?
Yeah, your screen went.
It just went crazy.
Went haywire.
It just went crazy.
Yeah, because maybe because you was talking about Stafford and everything. Stafford is. I'll take it over from here. Stafford is coming home, and he's playing his old team. He's coming back to the place that he played for 10 years. So it's going to be emotional for him in the playoffs.
Keep going.
Okay, it'll be emotional for him in the playoffs. So that's a lot to bring with you. I know this is the first time that the Lions are in the playoffs almost in a decade. So we're going to go with the Lions in this. I see you now. We're going for the Lions in this game. You went back off. We're going for the Lions in this game. So I think the Lions got something to prove. And to prove something, by taking that division, they need to win this game to show that they are for real going forward from years to come. Because if they lose this game, they're going to say they was just a flash in the pan. So I think the Lions must win this game. Even though, like you said, you can't sleep on Donald. Stafford is coming back home. But the Lions is going to be there from the whistle. And I like St. Brown. I like St. Brown. And for a guy, like you said, Cooper Cup, St. Brown gets open a lot also. And the ball is going to St. Brown, but he gets open. And they do it. And they have one of those Alabama wide receivers. They came out of Alabama a year ago. And he's a speed demon. He can take the top off of a defense.
Okay.
And if you got him shrinking down one sideline and St. Brown controlling the middle, I like the Lions.
Okay. Now, I like the Lions too, and I like the Lions because of their head coach. I think he's gutsy. I think he's going to do what he got to do to keep them in the game. I think motivational wise, he's going to be in everybody's face. I'm going with the Lions, bro.
All right, so we both going with the Lions.
And I think that what's his name? The quarterback, Goff, right?
Yeah.
I think he'll be up for this one.
Yeah, he has something to prove.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Lions. This can you hear me? Okay,
yeah,
this part of the video will be edited. Don't worry about it.
No problem.
So what we got next, bro?
All right, I think it's our last game is Monday night, the Eagles and Tampa
I'm
Bay.
taking the Eagles based on history, their past history. Even though the last 5 out of 6 games they've been looking not good at all. But I'm going to take them based on history. They got more firepower. They have a better quarterback. They got better wide receivers. They got a better defense. But on the flip side, Tampa Bay, I've always respected Baker Mayfield. Evans seems like he's pretty tough to stop. But I'm going with Philadelphia, man.
Okay, now when you said better wide receivers, okay, you got Evans,
Yes,
number 13
yes,
over
sir.
there. He does nothing but get 1,000 yards
Every year.
every
Yeah.
year. Every year. You cannot count him out. And with Brown hobbling because he got hurt in the Giants game, they might not be the same. Remember, Smith did not play in the Giants game because he had a couple of nagging injuries. So I think Tampa Bay wide receivers will be up to the task. Baker, I like Hurts. I would not take Baker over Hurts, but since they're playing at home, and this is Hurts' worst game in the playoffs a couple of years ago when he played Tampa, but Tom was there. When he played Tampa, his first playoff game, it was bad for him. So I do like Hurts. I'm going with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay by 3.
Tampa Bay, bro. You just shut down the internet with that one, bro.
I know.
Okay, so Tampa Bay. Wow, let me try to see if this makes sense for me. Tampa Bay, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Swift. That's a tough one for me, man.
Yeah, if you're going by name only, yeah, you gotta go with the Eagles. But you're going by their last limping into the playoffs, I will go with Tampa Bay. I like the head coach.
Let me ask you this. So you have Evans. What's the other wide receiver?
Gallup? No, not Gallup. Galloway.
Okay.
No. I know it starts with this. Number 14 starts
and
with
I know they got rid of Fournier. I think that was his name. They have a running back now that he's been doing okay too, right?
Yes, White.
How is Tampa's defense?
Tampa defense, I would say the bottom of the top 10.
I'm going with Philly, bro. I'm staying there. I'm staying there.
All right. Okay. So far our picks is, let me see. You took the Browns. I took the Texans. Okay. You took we both took the Chiefs. Okay. I took Pittsburgh. You took Buffalo. Okay. All right. You took Dallas. I took Green Bay.
With some stipulations. You took them saying
with some stipulations. Yes, with some stipulations. We both took the Lions, and I took Tampa, and you took the Eagles.
Right. Are we missing anybody?
Yes. No, I don't think we're missing anyone.
Okay. Baltimore, of course, has a bye, and San Francisco has a bye. Let me ask you this: the odds of it being a Super Bowl with Baltimore and San Francisco, how you feel about that? Do you think it's possible?
Yes, I think it's possible. I think I give that a 75% chance. And one of my daughters showed me this on the internet. And they were talking about conspiracy theory that the colors of the Super Bowl emblem always represents the teams that's in the Super Bowl. And right now, the colors of the Super Bowl logo right now is like a red and purple logo. Red for the 49ers, purple for the Ravens. So
you think they're going to be there based on that conspircy?
I think they're going to be there. Okay. Go on that conspiracy.
I want to see that because I want Lamar to win. I don't know if I've ever said this. I've never said it to you, but I look for the black quarterback to excel. I really do because me and you around the same age. You might be a little older than me though, right?
Oh, man.
So we're around the same age, but we come from that era where you didn't see too many of us over the center.
Yeah, they give a chance. They told Warren Moon to play wide receiver or defensive back, and then he had to go to Canada. Then came back and took over the league.
And we go far back as Doug Williams, right? With Tampa Bay, we remember all that. I think
Yeah.
we were right after. I forgot Pittsburgh quarterback. Early '70s. We were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He got a Super Bowl ring because he was a backup. He has a Super Bowl
Right.
ring. They don't talk
Right.
about that.
So I just want to see that. So at the end of the day, I want Lamar to win MVP, and I
Yep.
want him to win a Super
And
Bowl.
take the
Yes,
Super
sir.
Bowl.
I,
Me
I
too.
did.
I agree
I
with you
didn't
on
ask
that.
you on your.
We can shake our
Yeah,
hands on
yeah.
that.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go. We didn't.
Yeah.
I never asked you because it's our first time doing something together. But how you feel as far as Lamar getting the MVP?
I think it's great. I think it's great. He's on the #1 team in football. Every contender that he
He's
played,
wiped them up.
especially from the NFC, he stomped. They stomped him out.
Okay. Okay. So I think he's the MVP hands down. Hands down.
Yes,
I don't
hands
know
down.
how they could put Purdy. I get Dak because
They gave Purdy, and even though Dak led the league with touchdowns this year, and his team took the division, they wasn't the #1
okay.
team.
Okay.
And they didn't beat the 49ers like Lamar didn't beat the 49ers. And the 49ers stomped out Dallas. So if anything, I would give it to Lamar.
Okay, Lamar. Now I got to push this along. I got questions for you. Well, not questions. I want you to talk about it. So this past week, we have lost a few coaches, right?
That's right.
I'll start off with the state I was born and raised in, Alabama, Nick Saban. Do you think this is going to affect Roll Tide?
Maybe at first, because remember before Nick Saban got to Alabama, they was out of it. Then all of a sudden he breathed life back into that team. So I think replacing a legend like that sometimes it's going to be hard on the next coach. And like I said, he brought 6 titles to Alabama. Yeah. So it's going to be very hard for somebody to come in there and just pick up the pieces. Unless somebody that knows that's
system. Already on staff, or you saying bring somebody totally new in?
No, somebody that a lot of people talking about the Mississippi coach that used to be the offensive coordinator of Alabama. What's his name?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's Mississippi coach. Starts with a K.
Let me say this while you're thinking on that. For the record, I am not an Alabama fan. I grew up an Auburn fan. So I didn't like it when they were Bear Bryant, the head coach. Okay. I grew up, I heard all that all the time, so I'm not. So I won't know too much about what's
Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin.
Okay. So you
he was an offensive coordinator when they won a couple of their national championships. He's with Mississippi now. That might be a natural fit going for him. Or they talking about the Oregon quarterback. Oregon head coach coming back.
So you're talking about the guy we playing for wins and they playing for clicks. That guy that disrespected Deion Sanders.
Yeah, he disrespected Deion.
And whatever. That's close to me because I'm in Colorado. So when I saw that, I was like,
I hear you.
Anyway, so let's keep it moving. So you think Alabama, they'll be okay?
They'll be okay.
Pete Carroll out in Seattle in the NFL. What do you think about his firing?
He did get fired, but they trying to say it was mutual. He's going up to the front office. The man got fired. The man got fired. I think the system was passing them by. Pete, just like Belichick is in their 70s, 71, 72. So I think they saying the game line had passed them by, and they just need a new outlook as going forward. They think they went as far as they could with Geno. They got to the playoffs last year with him. They just missed the playoffs this year. They need something to get them over the hump, and they want to change coaches to try to spark getting them over the hump.
Yeah, I heard an interesting theory, man, where I was looking at some sports show and they were saying that, okay, with him being 71, he's a good coach, but not a future coach.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's just Pete Carroll has took them to 2 Super Bowls. He's won 1. I think he turned Russell Wilson into a star. I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
And I think
Yeah.
that when people put in their work like that, they should get a little more respect. Like,
And you get a little bit more respect. But when you look at him, Pete Carroll, you'll look at he won in both places, but he lost in both places under controversy with USC with the Reggie Bush scandal, and Seattle when they should have gave the ball to Lynch and they threw it with the interception and the Patriots beat them. So that will always be in his on his resume.
Okay, so we sort of on the same page with that. So let's talk big boys. Bill Belichick, New England.
Yeah, Bill Belichick. They let the same thing. They said let him go. He said he even took let go of the general managership to just still coach the team. And they said that would still be in conflict because people would still be looking at Bill.
Yeah.
So that's why the owner said he had to let go and get two people in there. So they basically started from scratch. They got a head coach already. Mayo, they promoted Mayo.
Is he
today.
black? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I saw the picture. I'm like,
he played.
Okay.
Yeah, he played for them. He played for them from I think 2008 to 2015. He might have got one or two rings. So he's there.
But the question is he the same style and regiment as Bill Belichick?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because you got to remember, and I know what you're talking about, because a lot of Belichick's people, after the first year, go straight down. Yeah. After the first year, like our coach. His first year he made the playoffs. This past year, I don't know what the hell they was doing.
Right. Plus, I didn't like the way Belichick was handling Mac Jones. Now, I said earlier, I'm not an Alabama fan, but overall with sports, I can respect that these dudes fight that hard to get to that level, right? So I was looking at Mac, and I think he's a better quarterback than what we saw, if that makes sense.
I think so too, because last year was horrible because they had all the wrong assistants, the wrong quarterback coaches, the wrong offensive coordinators trying to teach him. Then they went back and got his college coordinator or offensive quarterback coach, and I think it was too late. I think he was ruined from last year.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know if it's can you attach it to Bill Belichick's way, that hard, stern way, because times are changing, right? So you can't handle it like 2000. Man, that makes us sound so old, but you can't handle it like 2000. Yeah. It ain't even 2010 anymore. Right. The things are different. I think Belichick, they kind of played him out there, but we'll see next season. Now, the last coach, Atlanta's coach, what's his name? Harris? Is it?
No, Arthur is Arthur is not it's almost like the owner, because Arthur Blanks is the owner. And this is Arthur somebody else. Arthur Smith.
Arthur Smith. Now, we've heard that he's already got paper. I think his family started FedEx or something. He got paper. Yeah. So, but we only talking sports right here. Anytime, obviously football is his passion, right? Do you think he deserved to be fired in Atlanta? And you're in Atlanta. In Atlanta.
Yes. Yeah, because they didn't develop the quarterbacks correctly. They didn't have enough backups or starting quarterback going into the season.
Okay.
So the quarterback problem, that's what dragged them down. So I think if they get a better quarterback, and the rumors that's out there, right, is Belichick would like to come to Atlanta. Because remember, Belichick only needs 15 more wins to pass Don Shula to be the all-time winningest coach. So he wants to play next year. He goes back to the NFC, right? Where he came from. He goes to Atlanta has a decent defense. Right. And if the Bears is going to take a quarterback on the number one pick, that means Fields is out there, and they trade for
Bring him
Fields.
on.
Fields come back to Atlanta, come back home, and with the weapons they got in running back, tight end, and wide receiver, that can take Atlanta to the top of that division and give Belichick the wins that he
I
needs.
saw an interesting news report that Justin Fields with the entire season without one roughing the passer. I saw that and I'm like, you have got to be kidding. So
the way that young man gets hit all the time.
Yeah, I agree. I would like Justin Fields to come to Atlanta. He's from Atlanta, correct?
Yeah, he's from Atlanta.
That'll be a party down there. I'm still early years before I met you guys in Harlem and stuff. That was my team. Atlanta Falcons with Steve Bartkowski, Lynn Kane, William Andrews. You probably don't remember though, but
yeah, and the Dirty Bird and all that. Dion was there.
Well, no. This was before Dion. Before Dion.
Oh, you had Crazy Legs, right?
Crazy Legs. Nah, I don't remember him. I don't remember him. I just remember Lynn Kane and Andrews were the first two running backs to get, because back then people played either what is that, I formation? So you got a tailback and a fullback. You don't hear that anymore. You don't hear that no more. So, but they got 1,000 yards, and Steve Bartkowski until they lost to the Cowboys, and I jumped ship. But but it is what it is, man. But I think Justin should come to Atlanta. I think it'll be a party. I think he deserves that. I think he's a good quarterback. People be dumping on him, but I don't think Belichick should. I think he should pack it up. Get out of here. I don't want to see that, man.
I hear you, but he's a name, and that's what they always want in Atlanta, a name.
Okay.
So
okay.
And what do you think about the Raiders? Should they keep their replacement head coach?
I think they should keep Antonio Pierce. I think they should keep him for the simple fact that the from the time he walked onto that field, morale went sky high, right? Sometimes, in my opinion, I don't think it's about the X's and the O's. It's about how you make a person feel, right? And I'm sure he knows the game because he got a Super Bowl with who? Who he got a Super Bowl? Yeah. So.
And they beat the Patriots.
Did they? Did that happen?
Yeah, not once, but twice.
Was Tom Brady playing?
Both times.
Right. So Pierce knows how to play the game for sure. But I think that sometimes personalities and you having dynamic personalities, you know how to talk to people. Yes. In a nutshell, yes. But hire him and let him stay there and build that thing up.
Okay. What about the Chargers?
I know nothing about them.
No one knows nothing about the Chargers. They got a good quarterback. They have two outstanding receivers and a running back, but for some reason they are always a problem because it's either the owners are doing something. That's why I remember Eli didn't want to go there. His father wouldn't allow him to go to the Chargers. That's why they made that trade. One of the Bosa brothers, he always hells out for more money. There's something in the water out there that doesn't get it done.
Because
they always
because Justin Herbert, he's okay. He's good. Yeah. So and then they got what's the wide receiver name? He's good too. And it's like, what's going on out there? Like every season I expect them to be okay, but then by mid-season they something like 5 or some crazy record, and it's like
they'd be 5-3, then they'd be 5-8 or something like that. You want them to approve, and they just drop that all the time.
Right. I mean, I still call them the San Diego Chargers. Does that make me old?
I know they shouldn't have moved. They was looking for a deal with San Diego, the city of San Diego to fund their stadium. It didn't happen. Now they moved in with the Rams. Come on, please. You're a second class citizen in that state. They are
the Clippers of LA.
Yeah, the Clippers.
Right.
Or the Mets.
Hey man, leave the Mets alone, man.
Okay.
I know that. Wait, what floor did you live on at Jackie Rob?
The eighth floor.
Could you
the penthouse.
the penthouse, the top? So you could see
Yeah.
Yankee Stadium. See,
Yes.
I think that's why you just dumped on the Mets, you know. But we'll cover that some other time. No?
Yeah, we'll cover that some other time.
But hey, man, it's been real, bro.
Hey yo.